I just want to see if it's actually broadcasting.
Well, you can do it on that screen. You can't see that screen.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, my daughter's too much, bro. I tell you, this Black Mass team is incredible. You don't understand. I don't think they understand.
I'm trying to find it.
Look at this. You know you gotta go to Black Mass. Yeah, go to Black Mass and you should be able to pump it up from there. But what's good? What's good? What's good? I don't even know who's in here right now. I'm gonna find out in a second. Phone on. I'm gonna send it to you, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna send it to you. You ain't even gotta go through all that. You ain't gotta go through all that. Yeah. It probably is, but I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta stress all that. You know your brother got you. You know he got you. Yeah, well, we live. That's for sure. We'll go through all that. Yeah, thank you. I'm sending to you right now, bro. I don't know why everything's popping up on my screen. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Alright. I just sent it to your email, so you should have it, bro. Who's Cal? I gotta find out who Cal is.
Oh, it's the waiting room. You should probably take the waiting room.
Yeah, it probably is.
Oh, no, don't.
That's your boy Cal? Nah, well, I mean, I'm trying to send him to YouTube instead of sending him to the waiting room. But I'm gonna let him in. I'm gonna let this one in. As long as he don't have no naked girls around him, you know what I mean? We should be all right. What's good? What's good? So what's good, bro?
All good. Ready, get this thing jumping,
man. Well, first of all,
the folks that got it there with us.
yeah, we had to apologize, man. We have a few little technical difficulties. It's like whatever could go wrong went wrong. But we had, man, let me tell you something. Jazz and I have been working on these projects, man, for a long time. It's been a while since we've been on here, and a lot of people have been asking us, and I'm talking text, beyond text, when y'all getting back on. Hopefully y'all come back through, you know. So I figured, you know, let's just put something on, you know what I mean? Create another channel, you know what I'm saying? This platform pretty much is a conversational platform about everything. So we're gonna talk sports, we're gonna talk entertainment, we're gonna talk life situations, we're gonna talk. I don't really do politics, but my dude, he's in it, so we're gonna have some of that.
We do a little bit of health and wellness.
Yeah, health and wellness. I'm about that right now. You know what I mean? I was pretty much like 420 pounds. Brother's down to like 280 something pounds right now. So I'm definitely into health and wellness. You know what I mean?
My sister talking about trying to get into
I'm gonna send you the did you get the link yet? So we've decided to recreate something that we started a long time ago, and sorry about that, and share a lot of the things that we've been doing, with you guys. A lot of people are asking us to do, separate projects, come out and play music, and we doing music, we're not doing music. Let me rephrase that. We're doing music, but we're not doing music. And I know it sounds crazy.
And I was just about to say the same thing. The musical situation. And as far as what we're doing now, if we did music, it would probably basically be intro, outro, something like that.
In and out. In and out. Got one foot in the pool, one foot on the ground. You know what I mean? Jazz been working on a lot of things as far as like, photography and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I've been doing a lot more in the video section. So, the team collectively, just so that you understand, it's beyond me and Jazz. It's not just me and Jazz. You know what I mean? This team has put together, or I should say amassed, the body of work consisting of working with Video Music Box. We've partnered with Chase. We've done HBO, Showtime. We've done a collective of things that we feel has brought a lot to entertainment. We've done several podcasts, shout out to the whole Talk Cafe team. When I tell y'all, there's not one talk show, and I say talk show, I'm not just talking podcasts. There's not one talk show that could outthink Talk Cafe. I put my money on everything. I'm talking Stephen A. I'm talking Oprah. I'm talking everybody that want to put $1 on what I'm saying right now. There's not one talk show that could out-talk Talk Cafe. You know what I mean? I put that on everything. The intellect that this team has, it's beyond belief.
We have a wealthness of brilliant young mind.
Bro. If Jazz ain't just speak the truth, let me explain to y'all once again. You know what I mean? So, we've been busy, man. We've done some things that I felt like helped to nurture a lot of what people are doing now. Like a lot of people came to us and were saying, "Well, how come y'all not?" doing anything for the pandemic?" And it was like everybody was doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the one thing I would never do is get my team lost in a haystack. Like we've done everything that's beyond normal. Like I don't do normal. Everybody's like, "Oh, everybody's doing this." That's not Sax. Sax don't do the norm. Like I just don't. I don't do the normal thing. So you always see me doing something weird, odd, or abstract to a point where, why is he doing that? And then when it happens, it's like, yo, that was dope. I ain't gonna fly. That was dope. You know, so jazz now we have never done anything normal. Like everything we have done has always been the odd thing, and it worked. You know, I remember us doing a 24-hour marathon. Yo, I'm gonna tell you the artist story. I swear to God. Yo, I remember us doing a 24-hour marathon. They was like, yo, everybody gonna pick a selection in genre of music. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what we were gonna play. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna do old school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, rock out some of the old joints, whatever the case may be. You know, one cat was like, yo, I'm gonna play the top 20 or whatever the case may be. Another cat was like, I'm playing Jamaican, and so and so. One cat was like, I'm gonna play some salsa, whatever. Yo, everybody was on point with their joint. I ain't gonna front. Jazz. It's like, yo, I'm gonna play commercials. I said, what? He was like, yo, I'm gonna play commercials. Yo, if I ain't lying, bro, I wish we'd have saved the video. If Jazz ain't do a complete hour, okay, of commercials. I'm talking about My Baloney Had a First Name. And it was fire. Like he blended it well. Like, yo, it was fire. Everybody was like, yo, I would have never thought of that, son. I would have never thought of that. So when I say that we do things that's different, you know what I mean? That's a little bit unorthodox.
Yeah, definitely early on. I would say we definitely were trendsetters. And some of the things that we did. You know. Because I guess too, because we got into it early.
Yeah.
Early enough to be able to set trend. But you know, of course, now it's so saturated. You know.
Everybody trying to get on.
Yeah, you know.
Everybody trying to get on.
What, you know where most of that comes from? I would say most of that comes from the music business. It's so messed up right now. These cats ain't got no avenue. They don't have a music. They don't have that music flow. You know, the record business is basically almost history.
Yeah.
So now these guys are trying to find new lanes. You know, they done burnt up the YouTube wave. You know, as far as like promoting YouTube. And I just don't think someone came up yet with a new gimmick yet to, you know, to start a uprise for, a new platform. So yeah, everybody has or trying to get podcasts, you know, something like that, a stream. It's funny because I never thought, damn, that guy used to be a rapper. Now he got a talk show now.
Everybody, bro. Everybody.
Yeah, you know.
Everybody.
There's hundreds of thousands out there too.
Yo, and what's funny is that, you know, when we started doing radio, shout out to TC Radio DJs, man. That's one of the platforms we was on at one time, man. My boy Diesel,
Shout out to the
my man Chef, Jumbo, Cousin B, Corey B, who am I forgetting? I know it's a bunch of them, man. They're going to be like, yo, wow, really, Sax? Yeah, shout out DJ Tree. Jazz is, yo, he always started something, man. Shout out to DJ Scholar. Holla at Scholar. But yeah, that was one of the platforms we was on at one time. But when what we try to do, man, is just really just have a good time, man. Like, regardless of what we're talking about, regardless of the situation, regardless of our platform, you know what I mean? We always try to end on something really positive, something, you know, we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna get into some things, man. You know, we talking work. We're gonna talk about some things that we feel is necessary, that nobody really want to talk about, So we're gonna cover those things.
And another thing also too, look out for us to be on location. Um,
Yeah.
you know, holding interviews, especially when we do an interview, probably most of the interviews will probably be on location. And and whenever we do that, we'll shout out the room, let them know where we at, stop through, come hang out with your boys.
Without question. We plan on doing a lot, man. Like, I got a segment that, and we're going to be playing music. We stay with the roots, bro. The roots is what it is. Let's keep it honest. Like, we always going to be DJs. You know what I mean? You just got to move, though. You can't be stagnant in what you do. You know what I'm saying? You got to perfect your craft. You know what I'm saying? So we're always going to play music. You know what I mean? We have an event coming up. We're putting that together now. That's to be coming, but it's going to be a lot of DJs. You know what I mean? At one time. So we're working on that. We'll give you all the particulars on that when that happens. What's up with Cal? Is he on or is he not coming through? Also,
He's down south too. I had a business I told him. I hit him with the link.
he can't be coming halfway through. He got to come all the way through. You got to come all the way through.
Yeah, I took it to my sister waiting. She probably stepped away from her phone or even not checking her phone.
Yeah, so we have this. I wanted to do the sports talk, man. That's the only reason I probably would have done this earlier, was because I wanted to get in on the basketball platform. You know what I mean? While my Knicks was destroying themselves, but we needed the right time, bro. We needed the right time. This just actually happened to be the right time for everybody. There's so much stuff that has happened, man. It's, when we talk about, like, the Black Lives Matter, we talk about, all the different racial profilings that's been going on, all of the violence that's been going on, and, there's so much stuff, man, within this pandemic that's happened, that there's a lot we need to talk about. A lot. You know what I mean? So we got time, man. We got time. You know what I mean? We've never rushed anything, and we wasn't going to rush this. So at the end of the day, we're just going to make it. We're going to make it right. We're going to make it happen, but we're going to make it right. And we're going to have a good time doing it. Then you got Talk Cafe about to come out. So when that date sets, that's going to be even something that's just more dynamic. Like I told y'all, I put my money on my team. So when y'all ready, y'all let me know. You're not going to out-talk sports with my team. You're not going to out-talk entertainment with my team. You're not going to... You're not. You're just not. I don't care who it is. Listen. Hold on, Jazz. Hold on. I know, bro, but let me get this out real quick. Hold on. I don't care if Stephen A. get on this right now. Understand, you're not going to out-talk my team. Ever. I don't care what it is. You can talk loud. You can do whatever you want to do, but you're not going to out-talk my team. Money on that. Money on that. I don't care who wants to talk about it. Money on it. I'm sorry, Jazz. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
It's coming from young folks' perspective, too.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
like, say, for me, their minds are so brilliant that they can basically tap in life of the 70s, late 60s and the 70s. So, and they weren't even a gleam in their dad's eyes. You could have a good understanding of that. But that's how knowledgeable the team is.
Man, let me tell you.
Report you guys chiming in on some good things. Good conversation.
Yep.
From a young perspective.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it's funny. I'm not even gonna say it's funny because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm expecting it. I do. I saw it before it was put to production. Like I kept telling Jazz, I was like, "Yo, bro, you see how they talk? Like they need their own show." You know what I mean? And me and Jazz kept looking at each other like, and it was like it was going on for a long time. I kept saying, "Bro, look at them, bro. They really need their own show. Like seriously, like I can't put that to waste. Like look at them. You know what I mean?" And then it happened. When I tell you the first 3 shows were so dynamic, so incredible, so crazy, and funny at that. Like we've done so many, man. We did so many challenges. We did, what was that called? The snack crate. I thought that was probably one of my favorite. What's names? Bro, we did so many things. We had so much. We're going to have fun. Let me tell y'all, we're going to have a ball. You know what I mean? And we're going to be in different locations. We're going to move around. We're going to do different things, and we just going to have fun. Like this is the podcast. Like if you thought Joe Buttons was that guy, if you thought, not to say that they, because I know I'm gonna get the shots, not to say that he's not good. Joe Buttons is okay. He's an okay podcaster. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna get shots for this too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Marlon Rory is probably my favorites. Okay, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's certain podcasts I look at and I'm like, yo, you know, I mean, I watch Drink Champs religiously. That's probably one of my favorite podcasts out of everybody. You know what I mean? I do the Angela Yee. I do them all. Like, you know, I watch a lot of them. You know what I mean? But you're gonna have fun here, bro.
I thought I heard Joe Budden, his podcast, that he wasn't on it.
I can see it. I can see it. I'm not throwing shots. I'm just saying I can see it. You know what I mean? I'm just, you know. I mean, if you want to say I'm throwing shots, it is what it is. I don't care. Now we stop. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that dude starting controversy on the first show. You know, have Joe Buttons texting me like, "Yo, bro, I'm coming to your house. Come, my brother." Nah. You talk to DJ Tree before you call me. Now we stop. Yo, we're gonna have a ball, man. Like, I think our biggest dynamic was you know, helping the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's another platform that we try to tackle. That's pretty much what this first show is going to be. It's just going to pretty much be us talking about what we've done, how we've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have a ball, bro. Like, honestly, we're going to have fun. You know what I'm saying? But our dynamic has always been about giving back. You know what I'm saying? Even my team, we've done that. You know what I'm saying? We've always been in situations where it was a positive platform. You know what I'm saying? We worked in community centers, teaching kids. We worked at, you know, different organizations and events, you know, Brooklyn, Manhattan. Once again, you know, dealing with, you know, helping, you know, people that deserve the certain aspects that they don't get, you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, we are one of those teams that are so proactive as far as the community is concerned, you know. But at the same time, we like to have fun, you know what I mean? We like to talk the talk, you know what I mean? And we talk the talk with the best of them, so let's get it going, you know what I mean?
This whole thing started out trying to help someone.
Katrina.
You know, yeah, you know, it
Katrina.
started out that way. But, you know, but just like you were just mentioning, you know, with some of the things that we're going to do as far as interviews, but not just interviews also, but showcasing talent with spoken words, one of the segments we look forward to, you know, so cats out there, women out there that if you got a good gift of gab with the poetry, shine. You know, and I already got a couple of sisters. Just waiting for that situation to happen. Showcase that.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all. If Jazz if he ain't gonna speak it, I'm gonna speak it. If you trash, I'm gonna tell you trash. I want you to understand. People have given me CDs. Tell them, Jazz.
I was about to use the CD because most likely they're going to be pulled up on screen. It's lucky that you can't grab that right now.
Word up. Man, people have given me CDs. Be like, yo, check this out. I'm telling you, it's fire. From A to Z. You're gonna love it. And when Jazz was coming home, we used to carpool together, right? So we call home one day. Say, yo, so-and-so gave me the CD. You popped it in. We heard the first track. Yo, we both looked at each other instantly like, really?
Like, yo, is he joking?
All right, let's check the second one.
Because, I'm trying to think, was that the first one that we bought it? Did we buy it?
Nah, the second one we bought. That was the first one. That was the first one. Yeah.
Like, yo, dude can't even hold
Yo.
That's why I was like, yo, is you serious?
It's like, yo, let's check the second one, bro. Maybe he's just a little off on the first one. You know what I mean? That just wasn't his tune right there. You know what I mean? Boom. We get to the second one instantly. All right, you know what? Gonna give you one more. One more. We go to the third one. All right. Hit that button on the window. Frisbee time. Right out the window. Yo, I saw my man like 2 days later. He was like, yo, what you think, bro? Fire, right? Nah, bro. You need to collect all those that you gave to somebody and put those back in your basement. He's like, what? Oh, you don't know real singing. Bro, I'm just telling you, my man, that's not for you. You got the right profession. You got the right profession. You know what I mean? This ain't for you, bro. Like, you know, bro.
Trying to just jump out there like that. You know, we all think we're good in certain things that, that we partake in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you want to try to partake in the things that not you said that you're good, someone else did. Someone else is telling you that you're good. Or, see, that's the thing when you got family and friends, some of them they probably don't want to bust your bubble, but people that's not really close to you will definitely give it raw. It's a rarity that some people are giving to you raw that are good. Sax is one of the ones that do that for you. So if you want some honesty on some of your material, it's not conditional.
100. You may not like it, but you're going to get it regardless. So whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Look, I'm going to tell you the honest. You know what I mean? And look, don't get me wrong. It may be okay, and it just may be like, you know what? You need to engineer it a little better. You know what I mean? Maybe they can hide your voice a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It just may not be right now. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of. A whole lot of. You know, but yeah, I'm just happy, man, to be back on the platform. You know, me and Jazz just, like I said, we've been talking about this for a good while. and you know, we're gonna have some fun, man. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be entertaining. So, being that we on now, you know what I'm saying? You got us until 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? You got some chats you want to talk about. You know, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. You know what your topic of the day is. But I have something that I feel that we should talk about. Get off the gate. Let's shout out to my boy Donnie Miller. I'm gonna have him on hopefully soon. You know what I mean? I'm trying to press Jazz to get him on here, so you know, see if we can get my dude on here, man. He was a councilman in what district again, Jazz? Yeah, 27 or 28. You know what I mean? Served his term, he turned out. You know what I mean? I think he did well for his timing. I'm looking at Karen and say, bro, you still owe me because you know we asked you for something. We ain't get it yet. But that's another conversation for another day. He's still my dude, man. Still my dude. But I brought him up to talk about what we do to make currency right now. And that's the company that we work for. It's gonna be a lot of feedback from this, bro. I'm pretty sure it's gonna float. I'm pretty sure Cats is gonna talk about it. But we just got a contract that I feel does nothing for what we amassed as a unit. You know what I mean? Collectively, my brothers and sisters put their life on the line every single day from day one when this pandemic started. I mean, there's a few people that took off, but deservingly. Like, I hold nothing against anybody. The problem that I have is we were used, abused, and reused again for the profit of this company that we work for. And when you have individuals that could care less what happens to your family dynamic, you have to pay attention to what's happening to you. You know, a lot of us say, well, you know, as a bus operator, as a train operator, as a conductor, you know, we're the ones that move this city. And I'm not taking nothing from the mechanics. I'm not taking nothing from the cleaners. I'm not taking nothing from any other dynamic in this business. We're the ones that move this business. We move this city. Let's keep it honest. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that nobody, excuse me, it doesn't mean that nobody else doesn't contribute to what we do. They do, 100%. But we're the ones in the line of fire. And I say that because I'm going to speak from my experiences. I've been here almost 19 years, if not 19 years. And the things that have been said to me, that have been done to me, it's incomprehensible to a point where when you say it to people, it's like, okay, well, as long as you made it out safely, that doesn't change the dynamic. You know what I mean? It doesn't change the fact that, you know, it's happening, not just to me, to Jazz, to other operators, to other train conductors, to other, you know, it's happening. And the fact is, it's callously looked at as, you know, well, we'll eventually get to that, we'll work on that, it's a problem. What's the brother that passed, that got stabbed, Jazz? Yeah. Yeah. Look, if y'all know who it is, please type it in. Edwin Thomas, yes. The dynamic then was bad. Think of that dynamic and it now being 10, 15, 20 times worse than that. That's what we deal with on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk to a lot of these union officials, you know what I mean, 100, ATU, you know, whoever it may be, because me and Jazz talk to them on a regular, well, Jazz talks to them on a regular. When I see him, I talk to him. You know, the dynamic is, you know, we're working on it. You know what I mean? Things are going to get better. They don't get better if we don't force it. And the reason why I say that is because the pandemic was our stronghold. You know what I mean? That's the time when we should have, and that should have could end with a whole lot of things. You know what I mean? So when I look at my brothers and sisters and they're out there with a busload of people all the way to the door, that's way beyond that 6-foot line that's all the way supposed to be behind them. They got people all the way to the door. And dispatchers and superintendents are just constantly just pushing them in. This is not China, my brother. Hold on a second. You're supposed to be keeping us safe. How are you keeping us safe when you just constantly just keep pushing? And the first thing they say is, well, we don't have enough drivers. I get it. But we don't have enough drivers because of this pandemic. And the pandemic keeps going on because of what y'all are doing right now. So how do you keep people safe? My thing every day is I try to keep my customers safe. I may do things different than Jazz may do things, and Jazz may do things different than I do things. So it doesn't mean that we're not trying to go home safe. You know what I mean? I don't want to go home and then have to find out that I'm infected, or Jazz don't want to go home and find out that he's infected. You know what I mean? It hurts you financially, physically, you know what I mean? So I just say to everybody, just do what you got to do to keep yourself safe. You know what I mean? There's some people that refuse to speak up because people are just wilding out here. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that to nobody because the first thing they're going to do is either they're going to try to spit at me, they're going to try to hit me, they're going to try to... People don't want to say nothing. But you create an unsafe condition on what you're doing right now. You know what I mean? So how do we do that? And if we call up, the first thing they say is, well, keep your bus in service. You know what I mean? If anything else happens, let us know. How is that keeping us safe? You know what I mean? I'm trying to understand the logic. You know what I mean? Like you say, the law is everybody that gets on transit must have a mask on. Maybe I'm seeing things wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I do. I'm just paraphrasing. But when people get on the bus and they don't have their mask on and we call, their thing is, our protocol is, you know, we can't force people off the bus and we can't do X, Y, and Z and we can't blah, blah, blah. But when has it been that protocol precedes the law? Explain that to me. I thought the law was what the law was. Oh, so you mean that we can implement on our own protocols that precede the law? I didn't know that. Because if that was the case, I'll just go out, hit a bank, come out with about a good 50 mil and be like, well, look, I know what the law is, but my protocol says that, you know what I mean? As long as I give some to somebody, I should be okay. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that at the end of the day, there are unsafe conditions that are created. Now, mind you, I have a lot of friends that are dispatchers. I have friends that are superintendents, you know what I mean? And I really don't like to single out a group of people, you know what I mean? Because they are forced to push an agenda that is... I'm trying to say it so I don't I don't want to make them seem careless because they're not, but they're forced to push an agenda that puts a stranglehold on us as operators. Their rules, you know what I mean? And I tell people, you look, if you follow the rule, there's nothing they can do to you. But they find those loopholes. You have to find a way around those. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to ramble about it. I just thought that it was a topic that needed to be discussed. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring it up again. You know what I mean? Because I hate to see people like. There was a rookie on the bus one day, and she had so many people on her bus. You know what I mean? And you can see the fright in her face. Like, you know, she don't. What can she say? You know what I mean? What can she do? You know what I mean? Like, where do you put them? You know what I mean? I had a student one day, and this guy was wilding in the back of the bus, and I literally had to get out my seat because he was coming to the front of the bus. What is she gonna do? She was a little thing, a little something, something. If he'd have swung at her, she'd have been done. Finish. You know? But, you know, once he saw me, it was like, okay, so I'm pretty sure if I hit this dude and he hits me back, it's probably gonna be a wrap for me. So, yeah, he just called me a couple of choice words and got off the bus or whatever the case may be. But he was definitely looking at her like a steak. Like, yeah, I'm getting this one. She got, you know what I mean? So you just got to recognize certain things. I guess me being from Brooklyn, you know what I mean? You know, I just know the environment. So I see certain things. I know how to react to it. You know what I mean? But how do you protect us? You know what I'm saying? That's always going to be the question. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's always take. You know what I mean? But you don't get nothing back. You know what I mean? At least if you say, well, look, you're the highest paid operator in the country. We're not even that. And we're the busiest metro system in the country.
Yeah, we got the most complex system
In the country.
Yeah, that's the same. Just like you said.
Bro, and
Reflected as what we do and where we're from.
yeah, man, it's a fact. And the thing about it is that, you know, they'll say, well, you know, a lot of other companies they don't pay into their medical. Bro, we pay into our medical too. We're at that point now too, so you can't even say that anymore. You know what I mean? And that's not even fair. That's not even cut right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even do that one right. Like, if you're going to jerk me, at least jerk me right. Don't jerk me wrong. Like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it is what it is, man. Like, until we collectively can say we're going to stand up for ourselves, you can't always rely on your union. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to, but sometimes you just got to take a step forward on your own and do some things. And the union's going to back you. That's the thing. They will back you. But you got to show the initiative sometime, man. You just got to say, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. We're going to do some things. You know what I mean? And look, it be what it be. Let me tell you something. A lot of people are like, oh, we should strike. You don't need to strike. There's so many things that you can do. You don't need to strike.
Striking is one of the first things that you do. Not only that, most workers are scared. Right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
There's no problem striking days because you start talking about weeks and months worth of striking. Like most employees just hold you out there.
Yeah.
You know, because that's not something that you just want to throw out there like, yeah, let's strike.
They're gonna say.
We're just as individuals not ready to be all in and understand the consequences of a strike or thinking of doing something that dramatic. Most people aren't ready for that. Die hard song. People that really live in unionism because they in the perspective that the company is different. The mentality is different. You know, like I say, even when I have conversation with folks like union members and unionists are different. Unionists are the ones that are out in the streets, those are the ones that take the blunt end of all recourse. So it's kind of rough when you don't have the power. It's bad enough, especially here in Queens. Just to give you a quick synopsis of it, I was asked one question. Your Miles, why do we don't come out like 100? I said, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, we're 100. They do certain things. Man, they be like 300 people out there and upward. I'm like, our numbers is the same. So he said, what you talking about? Our numbers are the same. I said, well, Transit has almost probably 50,000 employees. I said, when they come out to protest, they have, like you said, 300. We got almost 2,000. Maybe 30. Check the ratio. If you look at the ratio, it's probably about to say the actually probably a little better.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You look at the ratio of those numbers. Like 300 people compared to 50,000. Is that really a big number? That's minuscule. You know? But I think once transit, if they ever did, age and with the local union, different. But like say even now with tier 6 is going to catch hell in the next 10 years. To the point, people are probably going to like they want this job really just want to be at. People would have killed that. I mean, there's still people that are with that mentality, but they don't see what's in store for them in the long run. Fortunately, we're not going to have to deal with it in years, but the senior guys are going to be out of here. But what's in store for probies, rookies, guys with less than 5 years on the job, if you're tier 6, they got something for you, you know. And if you're not ready to come fight that fight, then you're part of the problem, and you're not part of the solution. And unfortunately, we got that mentality. Let the few go and fight for everybody.
Yep.
You know, and that's unfortunate. From day one, when I first got into the game, and I was like, I'm expecting to see half the cavalry at the meeting. It's like 15 people. I'm like, this is the amount that we need. I'm thinking
Couple hundred?
maybe like the trades. Unfortunately, like the trades,
Yeah.
it's because their leaders are able, and they shouldn't have to force them to come out for themselves, but their leadership put the pressure on their members, like, if you don't do such and such, this is what's going to happen. See, our system is made to where if you got a lot of years on the job, your pay allows you to do the take and give without even having the sacrifice of ever coming to a meeting. You know, so if you're not held to a standard, which you shouldn't have to be held to a standard. You should want to hold yourself to that standard.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so who the hell wants their kids coming to a job and there's no security, there's no, no safety, you know, you damn near going to work like a cop and hoping that you make it back out to the town. And it just gets worse. So, if you're not willing to fight, it's hard to beat the system. If you ain't really ready to fight. And with the fight comes sacrifice and consequences.
That's right.
So, and like I said, it ain't too many people that got the mentality to do that. Because I guess some people are in situations where they're the breadwinner for the family. And but in that case, you can't bitch when you want somebody else to do that work for you. And you just sit back and relax and you collect all the dividends of the hard work for some of the people that put in the work. If you get the bad deal out of it for being up front. We don't have enough of those people to do that. But they're scared and they don't trust that the community can get them out of that. Or, whatever they partake in. But it's crazy. And I say that to say also do had a situation which one of the worst things that you can allow on your bus, batteries, like big car batteries, gasoline. And when I called Conso and I was taking my bus out of service, there was a gentleman on the bus with a jug of gasoline. And I'm like, I tried to close the door before you get in there, but our nice customer on the door. Most people are not astute to
our regulations, yeah.
Yeah, what we got to go through,
Mm-hmm.
what we can allow, what we don't allow. So the gentleman gets on the bus with the gas. I'm thinking, bro, you can't get on the bus with the gas, bro. Even if your intention is to do the right thing, you needed some gas. And this is not to make fun of someone that has a I'm like trying to think, well, dude, he had the gas can, he had crutches, and he only had one, I guess from his knee down, 1 foot. So I'm like kind of like feeling out, what is my man doing with gas? He had a knapsack also. So when I confronted him, we thought he'd get sick. After seeing the gas tank and every time I bus seeing the gas tank, he's going to put it in his knapsack. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know where he's hide it now, and we talking about it. But I say that to say, when I called Conso and told him the situation, and that gentleman, after I got everybody off my bus to get on the other bus, that gentleman finally gets off my bus to see we ain't moving, and he gets on that bus. And I called him. I'm like, no, you just got on that bus. Maybe you need to call and alert the operator that the guy is now on his bus. And he was like, well, if we weren't hearing anything from him, it may be. I'm like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
And that's one of the things that lead to the conversation I was saying to you, bro. Like, yo.
Safety.
Yeah.
Like, I'm calling that bus operator.
You have a gentleman on your bus. What up?
Is it anybody else's bus now?
Mm-hmm.
And we're sending
Now, what if that man was deranged? What if his intentions was?
Well, no, come to find out, I'm hearing now that there's been several occasions that like I'm going to stab me and operate type stuff.
Yo, I'm telling you.
You know, so that's you know, it got to that point, and you can't say that you just sell a wolf ticket because he walks with crutches and he only got one leg, but I knew it, brother. You know how to do damage with one leg. Once he got his back up against the wall, he was just as nice. He did crutches.
It's good.
Who did it the first one? He had a well-known rep for being a bigger fight. But he got up to the back against the wall, something steady, to where his back up against the wall is like him having two legs. So,
Oh crap.
yeah, that brother did.
That's the way to end the story, Josh. He did end up getting shot. You know what I mean? But perfect way to end that story. That's too much. But I mean, truth be told, the fact of the matter is that we work in a situation where unless something horrible happens, they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. And but let you try to do something proactive. They will come after you full stream just because. You know what I mean? Look, like I told you, I have stories beyond stories beyond stories. You know what I'm saying? I had a guy tell me, getting off my bus, a dispatcher was standing right at the door of the front door. He was standing at the front door. He's getting ready to ask me something. This guy gets off the bus and he's like, why are we not moving? And I'm like, yo, bro, I got to sit here for 2 minutes. I already made that announcement. I told you that already. He was like, you know what? If you're here tomorrow and I see you, I'm going to kill you. Now, what is he supposed to do as a dispatcher? When he hears that, what is he supposed to do as a dispatcher? This guy was not playing. He was, in his mind, he was dead serious. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I was like, oh my God, he said he's going to kill me. Nah, that didn't happen. But think about what was just said. Think about what could have happened. Think about, what that dispatcher was supposed to have done at that time. You know what I mean? So I said, and I told him to do it. I was like, yo, bro, make sure you're here on time, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come late when you're trying to kill me. You got to be on time, bro. Like, you ran for this bus, so don't run for the next one. You know what I mean? And he got off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you miss my bus. You know what I mean? But to keep it honest and keep it serious, you know what I mean? That dispatcher was supposed to do something, and he did nothing. You know what I'm saying? He just let it be, and that's why the public is what they are. That's why they do what they do. They'll come on, they'll get on your bus or the train or whatever, and they'll tell you what the protocols are. They'll tell you and you call up what your command is going to say. All you're going to do is call, and they're going to tell you to keep the bus in service. So you might as well just keep the bus in service. They will tell you that. So that's only from them doing what they're doing consistently, and transit not doing what they're doing consistently. You know what I mean? So there's no safety. But then when you tell me, I know you bust your behind, I know you put your life on the line, I know all of these things that you say and claim that you do, I just don't have the money to pay you. Okay. That's what you say. You know what I mean? But what I know is, you know what I mean? And that's where we come in, bro. That's where we come in. We legitimately just got screwed out of a good contract just because. When this pandemic was over, well, it's still going on, but when it was over, somewhat, we were supposed to get ours. You know what I mean? And we didn't. You know, I don't have the answers as to why we didn't. All I know is that we're not to blame for it. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is me talking. This is not collective. You know what I mean? This is me talking. This is not Jazz. This is not Cal. This is Sax talking. Okay? So I don't want y'all to go to Jazz tomorrow and be like, yo, how could y'all say X, Y, and Z? No, listen to me. Hear me now. Talk to me later. Okay? Collectively, I don't think the union did what they were supposed to have done. You know what I mean? And I know Jazz he'll tell you something different to a degree, because I just feel like because of this pandemic, we should have forced things a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I think that collectively we should have taken a different stance. Not that I'm saying strike. Not that I'm saying stop working. It's not that I'm not saying none of that. But there's things that could have been done where it would have made them say, look, let me say this. When the pandemic started, they said, and this is transit talking, okay, look at my guys out here in the pandemic. They are moving this city. But in order to keep them here doing this, I need $4 billion so that we can stay afloat. And the government said, we really don't have the money, but we'll give it to you. And when transit got that money, what did we get? Absolutely, positively nothing. It went on. It went on. They said, look, in order for us to keep afloat and keep operating and doing what we're doing and so on and so forth, we need $12 billion. Or was it 20? One of the 12, 20, whatever it is. Look, billion here, billion there, who cares? It ain't my money. Right? So, I'm just saying, they got most of what they asked for. And what did we get? Nothing. So when the contract came up, we were supposed to get ours. And what did we get? Nothing. And I'm not talking about, the little bit of percentage that they gave us. We should have got hit. And we should have got hit good because, like I said, we put our lives on the line for that. You know what I mean? And then I tell Jazz this all the time and everybody else. I'm tired of hearing, oh, this is such a great job. You're lucky to have such a good job. You know, you're not going to find a job like this, X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Bro, let me tell you something. So we real clear. Jazz will tell us, he'll tell you, I speak it. I took a pay cut to come here to be with my family. Let's keep it honest. You can make money. Anybody can make money if you know how to hustle. And I'm not talking about selling drugs. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm just talking about if you know how to hustle, you can make your bread. Let's keep it a fact. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. Okay? So throwing it in my face, oh, well, this is a great, yeah, it is. I'm not knocking it. I never did. I tell everybody, yo, this is a great job. I really do. I don't like the politics. I don't like the politics, and I don't like the way we're treated. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that some of us come from being us and go into other titles and forget about what it was like to be us. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm all for if you see me do something wrong, tap on my shoulder like, yo, Sax, what's up, bro? What's the deal? You know what I mean? Now, if I'm consistent with it, yo, I gotta write you, bro. And I'm not gonna be mad at you. Like, yo, you did what you had to do. I'm all for it. But when you fabricate things, when you start making things what they're not, when you start sneaking around things to try to catch, come on, bro. Have that same energy when that guy is parked in the bus stop making it hard for me to let off the old person trying to get off the bus. Have that same energy when you have somebody beefing with another operator, blah, blah, blah. Have that same energy. That's what I'm talking about. See,
and not to even cutting you off, like this, speaking on that, the fact that when you're looking for your just you have an argument with a passenger, and superintendent do come, and they call themselves trying to quell it down by just let the passenger. No, I don't want that passenger wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, no. I feel safe all the time. I'm not worried about a passenger, but at that time, I'm going to say, no, I don't feel comfortable with him on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't remove him, I'm not moving him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that they might lose their job, especially if you do. Like, no, bro, when it comes to safety and your health, you ain't never ever have to worry about losing your job.
I don't think they heard you, Jazz. I don't think they heard you, bro.
You never have to worry about that. When you use those hands, no, I'm not driving this car. You're going to have to get another operator here, take the person out of service, take me out of service. I'm not going to drive it like that. I'm not going to even put myself in a situation like that. You know, like I said, even though me, I'm not worried about the passenger. And that's not to say that I can't catch it, but I mean, it's not worried about it. And I don't, because if you're worried about stuff like that, then you can't be sit out there. If you worried about what might happen, because whatever's going to happen is going to eventually happen, and that nobody can do about it. So, you just put that added pressure on yourself if you're coming to work every day thinking that. And I do understand it when you're new. When am I going to have that incident where it's ugly and harm somebody or somebody's going to harm me?
Mm-hmm.
That's in your back of your mind every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know it's happening every day. Damn, when that's going to hit me, because I do my whole 25 years without an incident, I do doubt it, you know. And at some point, you'll be faced with it. So, you just got to be smart enough, and at that time, you can do what you need to do to keep yourself out of harm's way.
And like Jazz said, this company they will never have your back. And it all comes down to optics. A lot of people say, well, I don't understand why they don't stand up for it's optics. That's all it is. Optics. And that's with any agency. It's not just transit. That's the PD, that's the fire department, that's corrections, that's the board of ed, that's anything dealing with what the perception and how it's going to make them look. They own it. Trust me. They never want to look like, excuse the term of phrase, the scumbag.
Especially if it's something that has the potential to make it move.
Oh, without question. Without question. See, like I told y'all, there's so many ways we can do things without even striking. Like y'all have no idea the power that we have collectively. Oh my God. This is why, and I'm gonna say this, Jazz attest to it. This is why a lot of people watch what we do for contract. They watch what we get.
Yeah, we're the standard.
They watch what we get.
Although we're maybe not the highest paid, but you have agencies that specifically come to New York with a team of personnel that study so, but
we're not the highest paid.
they don't understand that.
We're not.
Like, we got to be doing something excellently well, or extremely well, that makes people from different countries want to come here to study in different states, want to come here to see how we do it, And they just one of the things they don't do, they don't give us enough feedback to help the system be better. Who much division, who better gives suggestions than us? Because we out here every day and we know what we need. And
Word.
We want to make our days that much more better. But they refuse to do that, you know.
That's a,
Now they're going to put this new thing of analytics. It's basically how they basing everything, you know. So I mean it's crazy. So if you don't adapt away and stay steady like we do, Sax and I'm known for being slow. You know, so you know the other day I was actually early by 2 or 3 minutes, and oh shit, something must have happened. So by the day I was early 3 minutes, my follow was 10 minutes early, right behind me. Luckily, we happen to have, and I ain't really don't want to say, I ain't gonna say this guy's name because it might, we got some prying eyes in here, you know, like, but come on, you know? So, man, that's just me, but I adapted early. I had a rude awakening, and that rude awakening happened early in my career to make me say, you know what? You're right. Why would I even think about rushing to get down?
yep.
You're on my bus and you're late,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm scheduled my day to be, you know, perfect and, you know, and right and that. It's disruptive. So if I'm decently on time and you're late, so bro, you have to step up your game. All right, let me get a half an hour less sleep so I can maybe catch that one prior to this guy. Something like that, opposed to in the back kissing and eyeing about, yo, you know, you late, you killed another light, you did this. Well, do the equation. When you tell me if I'm on time and you are late, what's the answer to the equation? I'm good for cracking the mic and giving them that analogy. I'm on time and you're late. So what's the answer to the question?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, we can spend all day on this. Like, I honestly and truthfully, we can sit here and talk all day. It'd be like a union meeting up in here if I if we can keep going on with it, bro. Because there's 1,001 things we could talk about, man. Like I said, I promise you, it won't be the last time you hear something like this from me because I hate to see it, man. You know, I hate to see, especially the new crop that's coming in, man. Like, I feel bad for them, bro. Like, if we don't straighten out something now, yo, they're going to be in a world of hurt. I'm telling y'all. It's a great job, but they screwing it up, man. They making it so that, yo, nobody's going to want to do it. It's not going to be a great job. It's going to be...
Yo, bro, just think about it, man. Yo, the numbers that you get out of here with, it's not designed for you to make it.
Yeah.
Because you should be winding down your career in your early 50s.
Or...
You're now retired, or you're not eligible to retire until you get to your 60s. And, goddamn, how much more life do you have after you retire?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, so it's almost like, you know, and of course, those, it's the fat cats with the money that know that, look, we got to do something better.
Yeah.
Maybe even Social Security is about to be out of here, so but before it get out of here, you might have to push Social Security to 80.
Shoot, by the time you get to 80, 79, you be out of here. Look, your check is on the way, and then you just pass out. Like, bro.
Well, we put that, if we make it, if we like realistically, yo, we make the retirement age 70, you figure probably 80% is not going to make it. Look at the money we can save. Because they, you know, so, right, and that's, but if we go revert back to something that was fought for 20 years ago,
Yeah.
almost, and to go back to 30, 62,
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man, look, a lot of people may think that we just talking crazy right now, but look, and I don't hold nothing against anybody. Like, everybody feels how you feel. I'm not, look, you got the individual that's like, look, I don't care. Look, just get on my bus. I don't care. I get it. Trust me, I do. You know what I mean? But that's where we lose. You know what I mean? We lose it all when you have that mentality, bro. Like, I'm not saying you got to get out there, stand at the front door and be like, look, if you don't put on the mask, you ain't getting on this bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, yo, I ain't moving this bus, bro, until you put a mask on. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna front. I do it. And I come up with the resistance sometimes, but then it gets to a point where they're like, yo, when people start beefing, they start like, yo, look, even the passengers be like, look, bro, I got a mask for you. Put the mask on. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, most of the time, I bring masks with me. Like, yo, bro, I got a mask for you. Here you go. But you get the individuals that are like, I'm not wearing a mask. We ain't supposed to be wearing a mask. That's fake. All this stuff is fake. All that, whatever the case may be. Okay, I get you. You got a right to your opinion. Just not on this bus. You can have your opinion on somewhere else, like, but you're not gonna do it here. You know what I mean? And it may be wrong, but how do you protect your passengers? How do you protect yourself when that's it? Look, you got the people getting on with the strollers. Forget the pandemic. Let's talk about the other things. You got people getting on with the strollers, huge shopping carts full of food, and not even food. They get on with like bags of clothes and stuff like that. Like, yo, these people are out of control. And you call up and like, yo, this dude is on here with mad stuff, blah, blah, blah. Is he blocking the aisle? How is that a question? How is that a question? Chick gets on with a baby. Like, yo, I'm not taking him out the stroller. Like, you know what I got to do? This, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. Miss, I get it. I understand that. But you understood that before you came out your house. I'm not understanding why. Look, just call up your command. All they're going to do is tell you, let me ride. And that's the truth. So how?
and that's like the worst thing when they question you on something and tell you what's going to happen. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
They know.
And he wasted 5-6 minutes here, and you still just not even said nothing in the beginning. That's what they're doing.
They know. They know.
But as soon as something happened to him, somebody fall in that stroller and hit it and baby an elbow by mistake, and that baby's face is right there.
Bro,
scenario you given me that could have happened. It should be one scenario. Can't do it.
that's it. That's it. And if they get off and get on the next bus, operator, what's the bus number? Call that bus up and say, operator, you have a lady on there with a baby on your own bus in the stroller, and if he or she says yes, I need you to pull that bus over. You keep doing it. Eventually, it gets to a point where they're like, you know what? Either I'm going to fold the stroller up or I'm going home. One or the other. They ain't let me on this bus, so it be what it be. Yo, bro, I haven't done a specific line in so long, and I went and did that line one day as overtime, and I'm like, yo, they abuse these drivers out here. Like, yo, dude got on with a scooter, another guy got on with a bike, this chick got on with a shopping cart with like 19 bags of clothes in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they abuse these. Yo, I'm like, there's no way. No way. No way.
I'm in a no-win situation. Or they're going to leave, let them ride. Passengers,
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing. I have liked up a lot. 'Cause I used to get on the horn and be like, ladies and gentlemen, the lady with the stroller, get out. And I remember coming on the job, they were saying, oh yeah, if you do such and such, passengers is going to side with you. One of the passengers be like, yo, you know it's hard. You got two other little kids already that's not in the stroller, and how's she going to do this? How's she going to manage this?
Like,
You roll up and you see, okay, the stroller.
one on one side of the stroller, another one on the other side of the stroller. Like, yo, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem.
I do appreciate those that when the bus is rolling, you're already doing the right thing. Take them
Yep.
out, like yo, look, we try to be nice to you and let you take the baby out and get on board. You're supposed to have all this done before you get there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then they still get nasty, like you said. I'm not giving my baby like this, do my business there, And it's just rough, man. Especially hearing it from a kid mom. You can tell like they're in their early 20s or late teens, and they're telling you like, and I actually had to, I never researched the course out of
How crazy is that? Always on the last one too. Always on the last one, bro. Yeah. Sure did. Yeah. DJ Sax told me to flag it. DJ Sax said, yo.
I'm telling you, every time I pull up to the stop and I listen to there, I'm flagging.
Yeah. Yeah.
A memo stated, okay, you no longer hold on the bus operators accountable for if the phone is in the middle of somebody triple on it,
Yeah. Safety issue. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, there's so many things that we can do collectively. You know what I mean? And yeah, this look. In the beginning, with everything, there's always going to be some kind of blowback. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say this. I know this from experience and from what's to be true. You know, me, I don't do certain things. You know what I mean? And that's only because I'm trying to keep me and my passengers safe. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't rock with the mask off. I don't let you ride with the big giant shopping carts. I don't let you ride with the strollers out. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm calling console not to say, look, I got somebody on here, come get them. I'm just calling to let you know this is the situation that's going on and why you don't see my bus moving. You know what I'm saying? So now if you choose to send somebody out, that's your choice. But I'm not moving because it's an unsafe condition. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's going on. 99% of the time they're going to tell me, well, operator, we got to keep the bus moving, so on and so forth. Yeah, I know that's what you want. But if something happens, look, I remember doing the 44 before we had the Arctics, the long buses, and this guy was pissed off. I'm doing the 44, it was a 20. He was pissed off with the 20 and thought that it was me. So he cut in front of me and slammed on his brakes. Now, mind you, this lady just got on my bus. And didn't have her baby out the stroller. She just refused to do it, whatever. And I'm just like, it's my last half trip. About to get, flushing, and I'm out. Dude slams on his brakes. the baby goes flying. If it wasn't for the fact that this lady tripped in front of somebody else and the stroller hit her, that baby would have came to the front of the bus and slammed into the windshield. Now, whose fault would that have been? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking to everybody about. Like, yo, if I had just told that lady, we're not moving until, you know what I mean, the baby wouldn't have went flying. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, the lady got hurt. She tripped over somebody's foot and hit her arm on the pole, and the stroller. I know it's not funny, but it's funny now. Okay, it's like one of them cartoons. You know what I mean? Like, the stroller goes flying, the lady goes flying, the lady hits the pole, the baby hits the lady, and you know somebody else hits it was crazy. But the point I'm trying to make is that when something like that happens, they're not taking the fall for that. The first thing they're looking for is a scapegoat, and you always gonna be the scapegoat. Always, no matter what goes on. Or a dispatcher so and so said that I just continue in service. But if something happens, you're always gonna be the scapegoat, because the first thing they're gonna say is, if you saw an unsafe condition, why'd you move the bus? That's it. That's the first thing they're gonna say, regardless of what that dispatcher said to you. But if you saw it was an unsafe condition, why'd you move the bus?
When it's convenient for console to say, all right, this other line, this such and such, they already going ahead, it's cool. But when that situation happens to where, all right, so now it was an unsafe condition and something unsafe happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always got this double standard.
Double standard.
And I was just, matter of fact, I'm trying to think, was I talking to you on the phone? Maybe I was talking to somebody on the phone on my layover, and the superintendent came by, and I'm like, oh, what the hell are you doing? So, but we're talking, and I told him about the story of when we're down at Eureka doing our classes, and well-known 19A guy, well liked and well known. He told the class, and so somebody approached the question on Stan Delon, and he said, well, sometimes you just gotta, use a certain scenario and deal with it, and like say, all right, you only got 2 stops left. Everybody's up in the window, that's packed. Everybody's going to the train station, just let them ride. This is coming from a 19A guy. That's like, why are you saying that in front of everybody? And then that's what happens to the job. As long as the passengers are moving, they don't care. Because dispatcher sees people all up in the windshield like this, you should be pulling that bus, making that bus stop, not telling that bus. You should be clearing in front of that line. Look, everybody never get off.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Another bus is coming. Yo, I told you, we are the biggest metro company in the country. So there's another one coming. There's another one coming. And look, you're a dispatcher or a superintendent, whatever the case may be. If you feel like there's a whole lot of people out there, you have the power, the authority to pull a bus and say, look, I need you just to take these people 2 stops to this train station, and then you can go back to doing what you got to do. They've done it. They've done it. But we don't want to keep moving things around. We don't want to keep shuffling this. We don't want to keep shuffling that. We don't want to. You don't want to do that until something happens, and then the first person that gets it, because a lot of people are like, oh well, I'll just have him sign off on it. I'll get his name and so on and so forth, whatever. That doesn't alleviate you from the issue. You know what I mean? Like,
you knew better.
Yeah, that's the first thing they're gonna say. Listen, the question is going to be, mark my words, You can say whatever you want to say. Look, I'm just gonna get them right off on it. You know what I mean? I got 40 people in here, and somebody hit your bus, and you slam into a pole, and everybody's hurt. Yo, the first thing they're gonna say is if you saw an unsafe condition, regardless of what he said, why did you move the bus? You call Consul, and you let Consul know X, Y, and Z, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, but then when you call Consul, what Consul gonna say? Well, what did Superintendent so-and-so say? You know what I'm saying? Well, he told me to take the people. You know what I mean? Let me tell you, I was doing the 31 one time, and a superintendent, said to me, because I was putting people off the bus. I'm like, yo, if you can't get past this right here, you got to get off. Tapped on the window like, yo, what are you doing? I said, hey, sir, how you doing? He said, what are you doing? I said, what are you talking about? He said, why are you putting those people off the bus? They're not supposed to be standing past this point right here. Oh, no, you got too many people out here. You can let them on. I said, oh, no. No, can't do, sir. I don't let people on past this line right here. I'm sorry. He said, excuse me? I said, that sign right there, just so you know, precedes anything that you say. That sign right there says it's a federal law that they're not supposed to stand beyond that line. Now, unless you plan on taking the ramifications for everybody getting hurt, I'm not taking them. Yo, he gave me the dirtiest look and was like, you know what? Just continue in service, operator. I did my job. Look, he can do whatever he wants. He can follow me. He can give me beaky rides. He can do whatever he wants. But if you're doing your job, bro, what are you worried about?
That's one of the things I always tell operators. There ain't nothing they can do to you if you're doing the right thing.
Doing your job, what are you worried about?
The notion of, okay, yeah, we do make mistakes.
Yeah.
You're gonna make mistakes. You know, you're human. So if they want to get you that bad, see, but this is another thing that especially if it's like that dispatcher. And now that they put heat on you, dispatcher put heat on you now because you did something to bring attention to something they didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, which a lot of times the reason why some of us as operators don't want to do certain things because we don't want them, oh, now, if I come in a minute early, they don't want to give me a violation for being a minute early. The thing is how you combat that. If it ever happens, all you got to do, whoever, like say, when dude got to step in, I want to see that dispatchers is
Violation history.
yeah.
Yeah.
To where
Everybody's getting a minute early violations. You know what I mean?
or when the last time you gave you now it's your thing is because prior to hopefully you go to from this dispatch is like now you know every day you got something to say why you late why you this and that blah blah blah.
Bro, I'm two from king. I'm telling you, I'll put a two from in a minute.
And the only thing that's going to make him look stupid is going to be if you see he hasn't given anybody a violation for this such and such. You need to say ain't nobody been hot since then. You picking on me because in your too from I feel this dispatch is picking on me because every day he can miss. Taking people off the bus in front of me, slapping them on my bus. Like shit, you know, like the bro, all you doing is making me be a lot later and enhancing my relation. So for me, I don't give a hoot. But if you're going to, or in a scenario like that, now he has to answer like, well, yeah, this operator saying that you're picking on doing this, but like, oh, I'm not doing that. Well, look, you gave him in the last 2 weeks two violations for being a minute early. Prior to this, he went 6 months without it. Prior to that, he wrote a 2 from in regards to you picking on him.
Mm-hmm.
And you just won your case right there. It's like it is. He don't even give him out. And you remember Big Tone in Manhattan on the 32.
Mm-hmm.
Dispatcher got mad that he didn't write somebody up for roadway to operate. And the operator happened to get out the bus, left the bus in the middle of the street on 32nd, and ran all the way up to 6th to chase a car he didn't have an argument with. And then he got back to the dispatcher, and the dispatcher told the dispatcher, the superintendent told the dispatcher, I want two violations from you a day. And that was because that tendency that like to happen, they give me
No violations. Yeah.
like, what are you doing? You 6 months? You ain't write nobody up in 6 months. Like, that's impossible. Because it is impossible not to write somebody up. But, they don't do it. But there's so many things you can write somebody up. But, yeah. Okay, but if you want to start playing that game, then that's what we got to play out. All right, so we going to drive like we're supposed to drive. And driving like we're supposed to drive
Yep.
is a snag in the system. And the first thing ain't going to be like a job action. How in the hell can it be a job action if this is what we're supposed to do? They're so used to everybody running ahead of schedule, as long as they don't get into an accident, all is well.
Yep.
So that's the contradiction of how they act. Like, how the hell are we doing the right thing is causing a problem?
Once again, like I said, man, there's a million and one things that we could do to right our ship. You know what I mean? To keep our ship afloat, as opposed to, constantly sinking, because we're sinking. I mean, we 3/4 of the way down. Like, we sinking fast, bro. But yeah, we could talk. Like I said, we already killed the show with transit talk. Like, we could talk about this all day, every day. That's just, we just talking the tip of the iceberg right now. Like,
When we get the new hiree, I always tell them, if I'm having a chat with them, when you finish your career, you can write 2 novels, 4 or 5 novels. You just entertain people with just
5 screenplays. Like, you can write. Look, we could tell you stories. Look, this is just talking about transit. We ain't even talking about the stories. Like, we could tell you stories. We ain't even talk about that yet. Like, we can do this all day long. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to get into some other things. Like, I had sports talks to talk about. You know what I mean? And we didn't even get to that, man. We get all wound up about this daggone company sometimes, man. It's like, it's ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? The cats they're gonna feed off it. You know what I mean? So I hope next week, we sit back, we talk, and vibe off of some of the good things. You know what I'm saying? Some of the sports and some other topics. I want to have fun, man. We're gonna have some fun. We sat here and talked about this company. Yeah, it ain't gonna be all serious, man. Yeah, man. We gonna have some fun, bro.
I get a chance to hear my man Shaq say how garbage LeBron James is.
Trash. Man, we gonna talk to sports, bro. We got so many good things to talk about, bro. It's just good to sit here, man. I love vibing with my brother, man. He's the one dude, man, has been the most upstanding, brother that you could, even think about. You know what I mean? Me and Jazz met talking about Katrina. You know what I mean? And we started vibing about certain things. And from then on, man, it was full steam ahead. You know what I mean? Full steam ahead. You know what I mean? We actually used to rock with a crew, and me and Jazz was getting so tight. They started telling us lies so that that we wouldn't hang out with each other. It's like, Yo, he used to be like, yo, well, you know, Jazz can't come out, man, because, you know, his wife be having him locked down. I was like, what? Like, yeah, man, like, you know, let's just go do what we got to do, man, because he can't come out. It's like, what? You be locking him down like that? Yo, one day we got up, we was doing something, and I was like, yo, I said, bro, I've been wanting to, you know, come through, whatever, but, you know, I heard you be getting locked down, so he said, well, locked down? What are you talking about? yo, I had to confront the dude, like, yo, in front of him, I was like, yo, bro, you told me, you know, and then I got the, well, I was like, man, I can't believe that y'all say no more, man. That's just terrible, son. Yo, one of the coolest wives, son. Like, yo, and I'm like, yo, why, son? Why? Well, I mean, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. Like, we all could have been cool. Like, we was good. You know what I mean? But look, it be what it be, man. It was meant for Jazz and I to vibe the way we did. You know what I'm saying? And
we used to hold every night, 2, 3 in the morning.
for hours. Bro, yo, I think that's when we started getting in trouble. Like, yo, where the hell are you? What do you mean you still at work? Yeah. Yo, I tell you, we got stories, man. We got stories. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely gonna have some fun, man. You know, the first one is in the books. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody at Casey Stengel Depot, man. I love all you guys. You know what I mean? I know I got a big mouth. I know I say things sometimes out of pocket. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? It's going to be what it's going to be, but it's coming from a sincere place. Just know that. You know what I mean? I would never say nothing to you that I didn't feel like it wasn't sincere. You know what I mean? Shout out to other depots, too. You know, Jamaica and Queens Village. Yeah, I say it with no malice, bro. Yo, I say it with no malice. Sometime. Sometime. But, you know, once again, man, I appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? Everybody I work with, I promise you, honestly, you know what I mean? I appreciate all y'all, man, because we the ones that get it done. You know what I mean? Even the screw up sometimes, you know, they good, you know, every once in a while. So, you know, I'm good with everybody. I'm good with everybody till I tell you otherwise. That may be tomorrow. So, you know, I appreciate y'all. You know, thanks for coming through. Next Sunday, 3 to 5, we here. You know what I mean? I want to talk about the Jets and the Giants, you know, they picks. Like, I had talks for the day, bro. We wound up getting stuck on this daggone transit thing. Like, you know, I had a whole list of things to talk about. You know what I mean? I didn't go through none of them. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't go through none of them. But we got plans, bro. We going to have some fun. You know what I mean?
You look forward to participation.
Oh, without question.
With the new lingo, it used to be when we was on the radio, and, you know, people on our radio thing, sign in so you can chime in, but now climb on into the chat.
It is. It is. Climb in.
So you can chime in with your rap.
Yo, this dude. Yo, we start this stuff, like, we used to sit down and be like, yo, we're going to come up with another. Everybody was hitting it, you know. But, once again, I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for coming through. You know, that's my boy, DJ Jazz. I'm sorry, it's Jazz the DJ. Let's get that straight, you know what I mean? Jazz the DJ, you know what I mean? And I am your guy, DJ Sax, a.k.a. the Stout Don, a.k.a. Big Mouth. Yeah, I'm the guy, man, that does all the talk. And trust me, I will back it up, bro. However you feel we need to do it, I can do that. You know what I mean?
You know what I look forward to? That somebody pops into the chat and it's controversial. I'm looking forward to one of those.
Oh, we're gonna get those. We're gonna get those. We're gonna get those. Look, Talk Cafe had them all the time, bro. Like, when I tell y'all, nobody's gonna be able to beat this team, bro. Like, look, I'm gonna say this. Look, before we leave, I'm just gonna say this. Everybody's doing podcasts right now. Everybody. Okay? Hear me now. And I love a lot of people on a lot of podcasts. Okay? Be thankful we just starting right now. Okay? Because had we started in the pandemic or whatever the case may be, it may have been hard. It may have been hard. I'm just saying that. You know what I mean? Like, when we come through, it's gonna be a problem. Forget about if the endorsements hit the way we've been talking to them about. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a problem. And not that nobody else is gonna eat, because it's room for everybody. Let me get that straight. It's room for everybody. I'm just saying, ain't nobody touching my team, son. Ain't nobody touching my team. And if you feel like you really, really, really nice, Stephen A., Nori, Joe Buttons, talk to me. Talk to me. I promise you. But they said daytime TV ain't for you, boy. Nah, let me stop. But look, thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate y'all. Jazz, you know I love you like a brother. You know. Okay, say the final, bro.
Stay woke.
Stay woke. That's all we need. That's all we need.
Stay woke.
Love y'all. Cigar Lounge out. And we'll see y'all next week.
They talk about the room.
Yo, we gonna look. Things is changing. So the studios that you see right now, you know what I mean. They transforming. You know what I mean. They transforming. So you know, just let's ease into the cigar, man. Don't puff so hard, man. Take your time. You know what I mean. Talk it slow. Talk it slow. You know what I mean. You know, it's a fact. All right, y'all. I'll holler at you later. Jazz, my guy. Appreciate you. Stop here.